Alright, Skull Nation, thanks for being with me. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, like, comment, and share this content. Skull, baby. What is going on, Vikings fans? Welcome to Talk Vikings with me. News out of Minnesota. Kirk Cousins get a contract extension into 2023. Now, I'm having a little mixed feelings about this. I kind of like it, but then again, I don't. I'll explain why here. If you know me, like, I like Kirk. You know, he's one of those dudes that I'm everybody's really, a lot of people are really confused about. You know, great talent, great arm strength, but there are some things that he's lacking there. He's not your Tom Brady. Even though Brady don't scramble, he changes the plays. He turns the play into something that it was. He can change the play. Other dudes can scramble with the ball. They can improvise, like your Mahomes and your Josh Allens of the world and your Dak Prescotts of the world. But for some reason, whoever Kirk's agent is, this dude should just get the medal of the best agent. I mean, like, Kirk is, I was reading somewhere, Kirk is, what is it, like one of the top 10 best paid players in his career. Like, he's right at the $200 million mark after this signing. Hasn't won a Super Bowl. I think he's made the playoff, 2-3 times in his career, if that. But the guy is super duper rich as compared to his counterparts, as compared to all the other quarterbacks in the league. Now, what kind of baffles me is, you know, like I say, he has the talent. Now, I'll go straight into what I don't like about this. Kirk is scheduled to be in the top 5 most paid quarterbacks in the league. There's like 10 quarterbacks I can name that's better than Kirk, period. Okay? Like, we know Kirk Cousins is not no superstar in this league. He's not a top 10 quarterback, but he still get top 5 money. It makes no sense. Like I said, his agent is a great businessman, okay? You can't take that away from him. You know, guys, like, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong in the comment section. Just let me know. But is Kirk Cousins better than Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, Matt Ryan? Like, come on, no, Ryan Tannehill, no. But Kirk is getting top 5 money, and it's like, how? You know, now all the guys I just named, they're in contract years, so, you know, obviously we didn't have a lot of quarterbacks. We didn't have some of the top 10 quarterbacks available. Like, you have guys like you have some guys available, but they're not in that upper echelon of quarterbacks, you know. So I guess the Vikings are like, you know what, we'll do the best we can. I mean, like, they're between a rock and a hard place right now. It's just the money. He was already in the contract year, and he already signed the contract. The Vikings have already made their bed, and now they have to lay in it. You know, so they kind of restructured it. He's scheduled to make $40 million, but the cap hit will be $31 million. You know, he's gonna get his money. He's gonna get his money in other ways, signing bonuses, whatever. There's other ways. He's gonna be compensated. You know, but I guess they figured out a way to where he didn't have that big of a hit on the cap, a big of a cap hit on the overall cap of the team. So I guess that's acceptable. But like all those guys I just named, Kirk Cousins is not better than them. He's not known as an improviser. He's not known as a scrambler to make something out of nothing. You know, if the call to play, it doesn't work. If he has a blitz or if something go left, he can't make something happen. You know, that is my biggest problem with Kirk. And sometimes he kind of, it's like he gets nervous under pressure. He just folds like the Ravens game. The Ravens game. We were up a touchdown, and then Kenny Nwangu, if you remember the Ravens game, open in the second half, kickoff return. We're up a few scores. And then there was just a few 3-and-outs. There was a few 3-and-outs. And then the Ravens just kept putting these long drives, these long for sure drives together. And they came back and beat us. Same thing with the Steelers game. If Harrison Smith doesn't have that big hit on the receiver at the end, the Steelers beat us. The whole second half. Kirk, where were you? You know, I mean, so even though there are games like the Bengals game where he led that big comeback, in the Arizona game, and the game where Kirk really shined was that the Seahawks game against Russell Wilson, and we were down 2 scores, and there was this big penalty or whatever. All my Vikings fans know what I'm talking about if you remember the game. And we should have got off the field, but they gave Kirk and the offense another chance, and he just took off from there. And it was touchdown, and he just, I don't know what happened, what mode he went into. That's the Kirk I want. I want killer instinct Kirk. I don't know if we can get that. I don't know. We'll see. But in the name of optimism, to be optimistic here, you have to understand Kirk was not in the right system as far as Zimmer. Zimmer was not a big offensive guy. Him and Kirk didn't get along. It was very obvious, and everything came out at the end. And Kevin O'Connell, he's from that Shanahan and McVay tree. You know, he knows Kirk. As a matter of fact, he worked with him in Washington, so he can probably bring some that thing out of him that we haven't seen, because we know Kirk is a good quarterback. He's accurate. He throws a nice spiral, but it's just something missing there, you know? So we don't know if O'Connell can bring that out of him. I mean, like you saw what O'Connell did with Stafford. You know, Stafford was in Detroit, couldn't make the playoffs. I mean, we all knew he was a gunslinger, and he goes to LA first year, he won it all in the first year. So we know what these offensive guys, you know, like O'Connell and McVay or whatever, can do with a quarterback that's capable. But it's just the money. Now he's now I kind of understand. I think I understand what they're doing. You know, we'll kick the can down the road a little bit. We know the guy has talent. You know, he understands O'Connell's kind of offensive system, the scheme. You know, hopefully he's a little bit more comfortable. They do everything in their power to make Kirk comfortable. There's no more the Zimmer's regime. This is a new regime now, a Kirk Cousins friendly regime. It's just I don't know what to make of this, man. I don't know what to make of it. The money, and maybe it play all right. Maybe Kirk is worth it. Maybe under O'Connell and this new system, maybe it goes well. Maybe guys like Justin Jefferson is happy, because Justin wasn't really happy last year. I mean, there was some plays and throws where he was like super frustrated, and we don't want to frustrate that guy. He's looking like our franchise. Okay, we don't want to frustrate him. Dalvin Cook and them coming back. Adam Thielen, hopefully. That's another thing, the Thielen contract and other big names on defense. So by restructuring Kirk and saving some cap space, maybe we can bring those guys back, some of our veteran guys. We need Adam Thielen, Mr. Red Zone, Mr. Touchdown in the red zone. Like I said, I'm having mixed feelings about it. As far as ranking him amongst other quarterbacks, he's not even top 10. He's like around the middle of the league as far as quarterback. But hopefully this regime bring the best out of him. He can go back to, he can go to top 5 or top 10 or whatever, or because Kirk wasn't bad last year. Okay, the number says it all. Completion percentage 66.3. He was 16th in the league. Pass yards per game 263.8. That's 9th in the league. Pass attempts 7.52. 9th. Touchdown 33. 9th. And my favorite, he only has 7 interceptions. Only 7 interceptions. So he takes care of the ball. You know, he takes care of the ball, and he can make it happen. Like I don't know. I just pray to God. I hope they know what they're doing. I know Kwesi said that was the first person he talked to when he called when he took the job. So hopefully there's a lot going on behind the scenes. They've made the right decisions here, and you know, Kwesi's a smart guy. O'Connell's an offensive genius. Hopefully they're doing the right thing here and making the right decisions as far as this Kirk Cousins thing. Because, like I said, he's not top 10 even, but he's getting paid top 5 money. So hopefully they see a top 5 talent, even though we haven't seen it. But maybe with this regime, they know what they're doing, and it plays out in the field. It plays out next year. Now, if Kirk Cousins could get a top 5 quarterback performance in the league, we are in for a show because we have weapons. We have weapons. And Kwesi's only here for 4 years. I kind of understand what they're doing. Dude, we're going to extend you 1 more year to see what you do. Now, if he does great this season coming up, who knows? Who knows? We extend him again. We just keep kicking the can down the road, you know, because there's something there with Kirk. There's something there with Kirk. Even though he kind of folded a couple of times or a few times, maybe it was because of Zimmer. Maybe it was the Zimmer system. Maybe it was, you know, and obviously, Clint Kubiak was a rookie last season. Something else that could have had something to do with it. He was a rookie, and Kirk still shined in a lot of moments, you know. I know for sure, without a doubt, that O'Connell is going to make this easy for him. This offense is going to be a real Kirk-friendly offense. It's going to try to make him really comfortable. Hopefully, they design it to where he can audible a lot if he's not comfortable with certain things or whatever he's seen. Just a Kirk-friendly offense. And, you know, a guy like Donatello is going to take care of the defense. His resume speaks for itself. Yeah, man, I'm really optimistic. You know, I'm really fingers crossed here. I just don't like the top 5 money he's being paid, because he's not a top 5 quarterback. But hopefully he is with this season coming up. He has all the potential to be that with the guys that's around him. Him and O'Connell has been on the same team before, Washington. They know each other very well, and they come from that Shanahan tree. McVay has praised Kirk Cousins. We got to make it happen. If they could do what they did with Stafford is not a scrambling quarterback. He's not him and Kirk Cousins are so alike. 2 gunslingers, 2 pocket quarterbacks, you know? I mean, like we can do with Cooper Kupp what they did with. I mean, we can do with Justin Jefferson what they. I honestly think Justin Jefferson is better than Cooper Kupp. Like, that's just me. And you guys saw how he was used, how he was utilized. I think Dalvin Cook is better than their running back. I don't know if our line is better than theirs. We'll see how Darisaw perform in the second year. It's just too much going on, too much to talk about. But that's the big news out of Minnesota. Kirk Cousins has been extended, and hopefully, I think this is the right decision, regardless of, you know, the numbers from the past, regardless of just one playoff appearance in 4 years, regardless of all of that. Once you're on the right side with the right people or whatever, anything could happen. We saw it with Matt Stafford. So fingers crossed, optimism at 100, at level at 100. And as this thing progresses, man, as the season come close, draws near, as training camp and all of that draws near, we'll see what happened. We'll see what happened. But the whole Kirk Cousins and Deshaun Watson and all of this, we're gonna put that to rest. And it's a no trade clause kind of thing. So he's not going anywhere. He's not being traded for the next couple years. He's all ours. All of ours. What a rich dude. He's so real. Whoever his agent is deserve him. His agent deserves all the praises in the world, because he's like the businessman of all businessmen. Like, honestly, what other client does he have? Like, who are his other clients? Because he's just been an angel for Kirk. Honestly. But man, that is it. Skol, everybody. Keep you guys posted up. Catch you later. Peace.